let's finally talk about this thing. So the last video that I made of this truck was at Farmington, a dragway near me, and was showing off how it ran. And at the end I updated and said that we had transmission issues, and here's the whole story with that, because I didn't elaborate much on that. It was just a text at the end of the video. So what happened was I had a fuel pump issue where they weren't cutting on, and long story short, my relay for the switch wire to turn the pumps on was too small, and it's been literally just burning itself alive because there's too much current going through it. So anyway, that's been fixed. But the day that the truck broke is the day that I thought I had fixed that, but I'd also never found the issue. I just didn't know it was too small. I wasn't enlightened on that. So took the bed off the truck because it's the easiest way to get to the pumps and stuff. Messed with everything, just moved stuff around, and then it just started working again. Anyway, take it down the road, was taking a friend for a ride, and got on it. Saw a bunch of smoke behind us, so I killed the truck, coasted into a church parking lot. Long story short, there was a bunch of oil on the ground and also transmission fluid. So took it to a shop, pulled the trans. They said the trans had pushed out a seal and it was pretty much on its way out. So we have done a 4L80 swap. The truck runs and drives. It's got 4L80 in it. I'm gonna get so dirty. I'll show y'all. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is a 4L80 with a built drive shaft that is not gonna break. Okay, that's the 4L80. I'm too far away for you to see that. That is the 4L80, and then that is the drive shaft. So we did do the upgrade to the 4L80 from the 4L60, and it has a few little upgrades, and it also has, real quick, it's got basic little shift kit, Allison clutches, and a 28 to 3000 stall from Circle D Specialties. So trans upgraded, drive shafts upgraded. It should hold about 750 to the, I guess, tires. But let me show you guys all that's new besides that, because there's a few issues that's still going on. So we got the transmission swap done a segment swap, so the truck will run and drive. It's tuned for it. It's still a little iffy because it's a stock base tune from another 2500 truck like this, except this is a 1500. We just took a file from a truck that originally had a 4L80 and swapped it with my tune, so it's my engine tune and then the other truck's transmission tune, and they're just combined. Long story short, I don't know exactly how it all works, but thankfully the shop that I've been taking it to had HP tuners. It was a learning curve for them, but they got it figured out, and the truck runs and drives. I still need to take it and get it finalized by the shop that tunes the truck, just to get drivability in it. And the converter locks and unlocks going into overdrive pretty rough, so I'm gonna try to get that tuned down a little bit. Just from, it's a triple disc, so it's kind of aggressive. But yeah, runs great, drives pretty good, and I'm still not driving it. And why? When it first broke, there was transmission fluid and an oil leak. There was oil and transmission fluid in the leak, and so we thought we fixed the oil leak because we did the rear main. And well, first off, we never knew where the leak was coming from, but we did the rear main, we did the oil pressure sensor, cam sensor, and my oil pressure sensor for my gauge inside. That's also my drain, or my feed for my turbo. It's a 2-in-1 little adapter that goes inside the block. Replaced all that, which it was leaking. I mean, the truck leaks from some places, but it's not like spewing out like it is right now. But got it back. Drove it to the gym. Had problems with the fuel pump thing again. The guy's been working on it. Alex, he came up to the gym parking lot, put a bigger relay on it, fixed that. Awesome. Took it back for the oil leak, and this is what they did the second time that I had it worked on. So we have completely redone the breather / catch can system. So before, how I ran it, which I'm still learning with all this, and I didn't do it the right way. So I had it venting from this valve cover going to the can, correct? And then the fitting here that's supposed to suck the pressure out of the crankcase was running here back to the same valve cover. So that wasn't necessarily venting anything. It wasn't pulling any of the pressure out. And when I put it here on the throttle body, which I think is behind the blade, it put a vacuum on my dipstick. So if it was running and I pulled the dipstick like this, you just hear sucking. You can put your finger right there and it'd about damn pull your finger through the tube. So that freaked me out. I thought I did something wrong. So I just put it back to the way I told you, both lines to the valve cover. And our thought was that it built too much crankcase pressure and pushed out a seal, which he thought it was the valve covers. The valve cover gaskets, like it was leaking. So the new valve cover gaskets is one thing they did. He got a buddy to weld me up this pipe, because you guys might see that this is new, and put a vacuum port right here that goes now to the can, and then goes here, tees off to one valve cover, and then goes around and comes back here. So it's set up right now. We got a bigger filter on here and a pipe, and it honestly looks pretty good. Looks like it should be there, so I'm pretty happy with that. I like how it looks. And it's got still got some good cold air from far away from everything, I guess. Colder air, you know what I mean? And cold air, but whatever. Anyway, so they did that. I also got him to go ahead and change my header gaskets, and he put these lock-in tabs, as you can see right here, and they go over the bolt, and it's just so they can't back out. And also, one bolt on this side was just, the threads were just completely screwed on the head, so he did his best with that and got it tight. And then for the longest time, the back bolt on this side for the headers, which is this is notorious on these motors, they'll break off, and that was been broken off since I got the truck. And he got that out for the first time ever. There's a bolt there now, so that's awesome. Put some good gaskets in it so it's not leaking. I don't have a tick, because I had a tick over there, an exhaust leak. So got that fixed. Fixed the header gaskets, fixed the valve cover gaskets, which I personally don't know if they were leaking or not. I don't know. The rear main's been replaced. The intake pipe's been put on with the new hoses and fittings. We've done a whole transmission swap. We've replaced sensors, and there's still an oil leak. That's pretty bad, and I'll show a video right now. It's leaking like between the bell housing and the back of the motor. So personally, what I think it is either, I don't think it's the rear main, because that was just changed and it's still leaking from where it was before. I believe it is either where the oil pan meets the rear main plate, where you're supposed to put like gasket maker there, or it's a sensor up top, or maybe it is the rear main. But I personally think it's the oil pan where it meets with the rear main plate. So it's going back tomorrow in the morning, Monday, and hopefully we get this squared away, because I've still got to go and get it tuned. It's not going to be no dyno tune, which would be interesting to do though, to see how much power was lost through the 480. But we're not doing that. It's just going to be, it might just be me taking a laptop and data logging it, and then just getting them to touch it up, which is what we had spoke about before, because the place I take it didn't get to the drivability aspect. It was just pretty good, so I just said screw it. But they did say that I could come up there and do it if wanted, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. It has been about 4 months though, this whole process, from a month waiting on the converter, about a month to source a 480, because believe it or not, they're hard to find. I got a pretty good deal on mine. It needed to be rebuilt, obviously. I wasn't just gonna throw like random unknown condition 480 in there. It was $300, drove to Tennessee and got it. I live in North Carolina, so it was about a 3-hour drive, and I feel like I got a pretty good deal. It's a beefy transmission. I've got a really beefy drive shaft that I'm not gonna break, and I've just got to get this oil leak fixed, and well, I think we'll be good. But I wanted to do just a little update video on the truck. because I just haven't uploaded in like over a month, and I think it's been 2 months. But it's just, time has just been flying by, and I haven't realized how long it's actually been. And I don't know, I'm really ready to get this truck going and do videos with it. And I also want to do some videos with that thing over there, which I'm also having problems with, believe it or not. Real quick, I have done a mod since the truck's been here for the past day and a half. Big Cheese got me a birthday gift, and it's these LED door lights, and dude, they're bright. They're really bright. You know what? I can't just, you know, do this video without starting it once. It's gonna leak a few drops of oil, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Show y'all that this piece of crap runs. At the track, even though it's been like 4 months. This piece of crap don't work. Don't buy one of these AFR gauges. Pieces of shit. It runs somewhat, but still need to go get it touched up. But it runs pretty good. I wonder if the turbo is still spinning. That's something I would like to know. But I can't see because I run a filter because I'm a little bitch. I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. Just wanted to update y'all on this turd right here. Hopefully we'll get it right one day and I can enjoy it again. Almost makes me regret going boost, but it'll be worth it once I can enjoy it. But thanks for watching the video, guys. More gym videos coming soon. Just been really fighting my back, and I've been having a tight pec that's messing up my shoulder whenever I do stuff because it just don't feel right. My body hurts. I've been feeling kind of sick, and I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace.